Good morning. Welcome to Up to the Minute. I know it is a Monday, but hey, it's going to be a great week. Classes officially start for the fall semester about a week from today. So get ready for that. We got a lot going on in the next half hour to unpack for you. It's Mental Health Monday, and we got a student success story. But first things first, coming to us live from the Central College campus, we've got Dr. Amy Tan. Good to see you, Amy.
Good morning. Good to see you too.
So you are live at the Central campus. Tell us how things are going out there this morning.
Well, we've got all kinds of groups meeting today. Faculty are coming on campus. They're getting prepped for the semester that's going to start on Monday. So lots of excitement in the air.
There's got to be. And I would imagine from what I'm hearing, things are looking good on the campuses. A lot of students are wanting to come back now in person and get in those classes.
They really are. We're seeing the numbers pick up, and we're happy that they want to be back here, and you can just feel everybody is happy to see each other and be in the college atmosphere.
Right. And one thing to keep in mind, enrollment is happening right now. You can register today. We'll talk about that later in the show, but register for the fall semester. Make sure you do so now so you can reserve your seat in the classes. Okay, Amy, we got a couple of special guests we're going to get to in just a moment. But first things first, we are live just about every morning, every weekday morning at 10 a.m. on Facebook Live and YouTube. But they can always catch us in social media and on HCCTV.
That's right. Look for us at Houston Community College District on the Facebook page and on YouTube, Twitter, LinkedIn, Instagram, noon, 5 and 10 p.m.
Okay, Amy, you're going to be talking with this next guest. Let's see if we can get him to turn his camera on. Cyrus, are you there? Look.
Yes, I'm here.
Hey,
hello,
Cyrus,
everyone.
How are you? Good to see you. Cyrus Abbasi is a U of H mechanical engineering student, and he went through the UT Tyler program here at HCC. He's an HCC grad, an HCC pitch competition alum. He's got a great story, and we're going to hear from you shortly, Cyrus. So stick around. You got about 10 minutes. You got time to go grab some coffee if you need to, and we'll be back with you shortly. Okay, we're going to kick things off right now. It's Mental Health Monday. One of our returning guests, Roxanne Francis, is a counselor for HCC Southwest College. She's our Mental Health Monday guest. Roxanne, good to see you at least we have you here once a month. It's always good to see you.
Yes, nice to see you as well. Good morning, Todd.
So next week, we talked to Amy earlier and classes begin. The staff's back on campus. How are things going on at the Southwest College?
They are going well. So we were open on Saturday, and we were getting students in and getting them all taken care of. So our Mental Health Monday topic is a perfect segue into talking about getting ready for the fall semester and getting back on campus.
Right, because, one thing to keep in mind, you're going to be getting back on campus and getting into the grind very quickly. And I notice when a new semester starts, a lot of students are overwhelmed, and they could easily get into burnout like, hey, I need a vacation already and the semester just started. How do you avoid burnout?
Exactly. So with burnout, sometimes it just happens. The tolerance levels for different situations can be hard. So we could have a student that maybe didn't do as well as they expected in the summer semester, and then we got to keep going, right? And so they may enroll in the fall, and they're just like, do I really want to go through this again? So having that mental health reset is what we're going to focus on for this segment. And so just taking that time to say, you know what, I didn't do as well as I thought I would, or as well as I anticipated, but let's write down some things. What are some things that I want to do a little bit differently? What are some things that maybe I did before in the summer or the previous semesters, and I want to make sure I don't do that again so that I can be as successful as possible.
Is it important to actually write these things down? People may go, I don't feel like journaling, but I know what I did wrong. But how important is it to visualize it and write it down?
I have become a tech girl. So I used to always be like, oh, I have to write everything down. I have to see it. But the more that we get into these phones, iPads, and tablets, Todd, I've shifted. And so usually what I recommend to students is try both. Try both. Write things down, post it on the mirror, post it on the wall. If you have like a pegboard, post it up and put it in your phone. And then pay attention to which one do you react to most? Which one really grabs your attention? And it may be one or the other work, or it may be both. And it's okay if both are the way to go. And a lot of times with journaling, I also express to students, you can always go back. Like right now, when we start August 22nd, and then we go into October, go back to that August 22nd entry and say, wow, look at where I am now.
Yeah, look how much I've grown. That's one thing that
exactly.
You can certainly tell. Let me ask you this, because you are big on positive affirmations. What exactly are those?
So positive affirmations, that can be something that you write out, like we just said. It can be something that you say to yourself, definitely something that you can share with others. But I always say you can start with a positive affirmation at the beginning of your day, but it doesn't mean that it just goes away. You can continue to say that positive affirmation throughout the day, because stress doesn't just happen at the beginning of the day, right? It may happen throughout your day. So just those positive quotes that you can just say to yourself, those reminders to reset, as we say, to get back on track with your day, the semester, to make sure that you can do the absolute best that you can.
How do you deal with dealing with a positive reset every day and keeping that momentum going throughout a semester? Because it is a grind, you know, we're just getting started. But how do you continue to practice this?
I think one of the key things is just to know that it's okay to restart. I keep saying restart, but it's okay to restart, because you're going to have those times where you're overwhelmed. You're going to have those times where you're super stressed out. And so just knowing that and not feeling like, oh, I failed or anything like that, just saying, okay, let's kick it back in gear. Let's figure out where exactly I missed the mark. And just knowing that it's okay to restart, and it's okay to kind of go back to the drawing board and figure out where you may have that lapse with your academics. I mean, I think that's key. So just knowing that it's okay. You're going to have those times where everything is not just going great.
Yeah, I mean, we all face that in life, you know, and I always look back to it as easy as looking at your cell phone. Whenever you have your cell phone and things are going wild on your cell phone, what do? You turn it off and you completely reboot it. So I guess we have to look at things that we need to be rebooted every now and then as well.
Exactly. And I think sometimes we do it, like we go through this reset and sometimes we don't realize it. And it could be that deep breath, like, okay, let me get things together, or let me prioritize some things here. What's going on? And that may even mean letting go of some stuff, taking some stuff off of your plate so that you can really focus on those things that are high and top priority for yourself.
And students, if they're getting started with a semester and they are overwhelmed, do you encourage them to make an appointment to come see you guys? I know you're there all the time, but how important is it? Hey, look, if you're feeling overwhelmed, go talk with a counselor.
Yes, come and see us. I feel like I say it every segment that we have together, but yes, come and see us. Please come and see us. Make an appointment, come in and stop by. Definitely, if you're feeling super overwhelmed and you need that extra support, please come in and see us. Yes, absolutely. I can't say it enough. I'll be saying it for the rest of the year.
Where on the website will they go to find you and make an appointment?
So I always say you can always go to HCC, go to our homepage, and in the upper right-hand corner in the search column, like if you're looking for anything, not just us, but just put in counselors, and it's going to redirect you right to the counselors. It's separated by campus, and so you can always contact the counselor, call, email, or if you're already on campus, just stop by the counseling suite.
All right. As you can see, Roxanne is on campus this morning. Make sure you go see her, make an appointment to do so. Roxanne Francis, HCC Southwest counselor and our Mental Health Monday guest. Thanks for being here again this morning.
Thanks for having me, Todd. We're gearing up for that fall semester.
I know you got a big push, and I know you guys are also going to be on campus this coming Saturday too, right?
Yes, we are. It's exciting. You can see the students coming in and they're, going to the right departments. Come to counseling. Oh, I go to financial aid. No, I need to be with an advisor. So it's rocking and rolling. We're happy to have all the students come back on campus.
All right, Roxanne, thanks for being here. Have a great day.
Thank you. Have a great day, Todd.
All right, take care. Okay, Amy, I know you're ready for the semester, and you've got a success story you're going to tell us about.
Yeah, I cannot wait to hear from Cyrus. And I think he may. Are you there, Cyrus?
I'm here.
Oh, excellent. Wonderful. He was having some technical difficulties, but we have overcome. Excellent. Cyrus Abbasi is a UH mechanical engineering student and HCC and UT Tyler grad who is also an HCC pitch competition alum. So Cyrus, you not only won the spring 2022 pitch competition, but you're also only the second student with a patent pending out of it. Tell us about your transforming from a student engineer into a student innovator and entrepreneur.
Sure. Thanks for having me today. I just want to correct something. I'm a HCC Engineering Academy student, not UT Tyler.
Oh, okay. Thank you for that.
But it's a interesting transition, really. On one hand, I'm trying to do very well in my academic career. On the other hand, I'm probably going to soon become an employer. And I just got incorporated in the state of Texas, so a little bit stressful. I'll probably have to go see Roxanne, but it's interesting.
Well, she's there for you, and yeah, I can imagine the balancing between maintaining your studies but also taking on this responsibility as an employer. But I can tell you're ready. You're up for it.
It's challenging, but enjoyable. I enjoy doing it.
So before we get into your actual project and win, what was it like to take part in the pitch competition last year and this year?
It was great, a great experience. It essentially took me out of my comfort zone, which gave me the opportunity to make myself better in many different ways. And it was just one of the most fantastic experiences I have ever experienced.
I'm really glad to hear that. I know I have a lot of speech faculty and a lot of our business faculty. We have faculty from all over the college and all different departments involved. And it's really exciting for them to come out and see the students performing at such a high level. And I think I might have been there. Was that competition at the University of St. Thomas, the final?
No, I think the last one was at the Frogger campus, if I'm not mistaken.
Frogger. Okay. Wonderful. Can you tell us a little bit about your involvement with NASA?
Sure. We essentially were challenged by the LSAM program at HCC to form a team to answer a call for a design challenge by NASA. And this was hosted by the University of Austin with partnership with NASA. And we were lucky to get the category for the initial Mars Habitat Design Challenge. And that category gave us the freedom to choose what type of design or what we want to design for the missions that soon will be coming in probably next decade to Mars. And we chose to build something that is very simple, doable, and something that could reduce mass and volume, which are essentially hurdles that always, when you try to travel to space, deep space missions require those elements to be efficient, essentially. So we built a bed out of paper for astronauts to sleep on. That has the capabilities to collapse during the hours that they're not using the living spaces for sleeping, so they could utilize those spaces for something else. Essentially, we reduced mass significantly and volume for both saving mission cost during launch, as well as saving mission cost in manufacturing of the habitats, and so on.
That's just incredible. It's amazing. Just even, I guess, choosing to work on something like that, and this is. So is this does this connect to your mechanical engineering work? Is this something that you've just always been interested in?
I've been always a science enthusiast, and I've been fascinated activities that organizations like NASA do, and the effects of their technologies on the on our daily lives. It is the bed design was a little bit tied to my mechanical engineering background. Although we entered the design challenge as freshmen, competing with senior students around the state. But I would say the compliancy of or compliant mechanisms that we essentially incorporated into the design of the bed is a mechanical engineering topic.
Wow, and you're successful competing against those seniors. So it just goes to show you gotta just you can't win if you don't play, right?
Yeah, you gotta show up.
That's right. Which of your winning entries has the patent pending?
That'll be my carbon capture system.
Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Sure, of course. I worked for about 7 years as a gas chromatography specialist in the industry. And when I finally decided to go back to school to finish my education, one day I received an email from my engineering professor about the pitch competition. And global warming has been an issue that I've been very interested in and take it personally to want to help. And for a really long time, I had this idea in my mind that I wanted to make a difference or do something, build something that could help and save the future generations' livelihood. Hence, I put pen to paper and I designed a carbon capture system that captures carbon directly from air and turns it into hydrocarbons.
I wish that I could speak more expertly on this topic. It sounds incredible. Tell us a little bit, what does the future look like for you right now?
Right now, I am pretty much finishing up all the paperwork for the corporation that I started for the carbon capture. The future is that I'm going to build the prototypes necessary to move forward with this, and essentially finding funding and employing a team of engineers to make this happen.
And you are currently attending U of H.
HCC and U of H both at the same time.
Concurrently. That's wonderful. I think it's really important for students to know that that's something that they can do, that they can attend universities and community colleges concurrently to continue their studies. What advice would you give to other HCC students?
I saw a video recently about how to become an expert at something. And besides the hours that you have to put in and the hard work, repetition is one of the key factors into becoming expert. Another one is essentially showing up or putting yourself in situations that you're generally not comfortable. For instance, it takes a lot to speak in front of 100 people and go to a competition. I myself, I'm not a really good public speaker. I've never had any lessons on it, and it's really uncomfortable doing it. But I put myself in that situation 3 times through this last year, and I'm better for it. So get out there, show up, and then just, get excited to do something new.
I think that's wonderful advice. Absolutely. I can't tell you how many times people tell me that public speaking is the thing that they're not comfortable with. I really am starting to wonder if anyone is comfortable with public speaking. But I know, the pitch competition, I have been involved with it, and it is truly a wonderful way to get that feedback. There's a lot of corporations, CEOs, business partners who come out and they give incredible feedback. And I see Todd popping in, and I know that it looks like he might want to say hello really fast before we switch off.
Yeah, Cyrus, you do. You know, you've got a lot going on. You're very inspirational for our students. I mean, I don't know where you get all the time in the day to complete everything you're doing, but we wish you the best of luck with everything that's going on, and hopefully you can get your patent pending moving forward.
Thank you very much. Thanks for having me.
All right, Cyrus, thanks for being here. Great story. Very inspirational. All right, Amy, we got a few announcements to get to, some things to talk about before we wrap up the show. Let's see. Transcending Borders, that's a faculty exhibition. The works of Sandra de la Rosa, called Transcending Borders, is being featured in the faculty art exhibition at HCC Southeast College. So check it out through November the 4th, HCC Southeast, the East Side Learning Hub Gallery. Registration, you don't need to do that. You can just show up and take a look at it. We'll have some information in our post after the show. And subs and sandwiches are back as well, Amy.
That's right. HCC's Minority Business Development Agency will get together in person to target minority business enterprises. That's 11:30 a.m. to 1 p.m. on Wednesday, August 17th, Houston MDBA Business Center. Check our post to register.
Okay, do you like to teach? Consider an education in education. There you go. That's not confusing. But hey, a good education is empowering and inclusive. To learn about HCC's education programs at the Southeast College, visit the website. We'll have a link in our social media post after the show. And the Eagle Promise program's back as well, Amy.
Get your degree for free. HCC's promise is to help you earn a degree for free. The HCC Eagle Promise program offers qualifying students money to cover tuition, fees, and books each semester. We'll have the link in our post after the show.
Okay, you can make a big difference to our students. It's that time of year once again. Invest in Houston's future by supporting the HCC Foundation scholarships. There are countless examples of students who have graduated and moved on to brighter futures because of very generous donations from our faculty and staff. It's very easy to do. You sign up, they take it out of your paycheck. You help a student, you do something great. You want to do it? We'll have a link in our social media post after the show. And are you going to convocation, Amy?
I am. I'm already registered and set.
Okay, because I'll be there as well. I have to be there. I got to go. They don't give me any choice. I have to go.
That's right. It's kind of important to convocation.
Well, I just kind of, I guess I'm just the person who introduces everybody. But
You're
I'll be
the
at
MC. That's right.
I'll be at convocation, and it's happening on Friday, Amy.
That's right. And since Todd is going to be there, we will not have an up to the minute on Friday. So we will miss seeing all of you live on Friday. But we will continue to announce HCC's Fall 2022 convocation, harnessing our I can never say that, entrepreneurial capacity. But we also want our audience to know that we won't be airing that day. And so that's Friday, August 19th, but we'll see you back on Monday.
That's right. Next Monday, we'll be back on the air. We won't be on the air on Friday. Okay. Fall registration is ongoing. We talked about it at the top of the show, but you can register now for the fall. We've got 5 ways to learn, 2 of them completely online on a schedule, and then online anytime. You take them online. That's the way to go if you want to do it online. There are also some hybrid classes available in hybrid labs, which some of it's online, some of it's in person, and in-person classes have returned to our campuses. Now, are you doing online and in person, Amy? How is your schedule looking?
Well, so I'm not teaching this semester.
Oh, you're not? Okay.
I may get to teach a class online, but our faculty and all of our programs will have all 5 of those modes. So you can find anything that you need. And I'll be on campus to meet with students, and I'll also be meeting with students virtually.
Now, are you finding that students obviously they're looking forward to getting back on campuses, but the online courses, are they still very popular?
They're still really popular, but I think for the fall, we see a little different trend than we in the summer. It seemed like there was a lot more demand for online, but in the fall, it's more even. I think a lot of students want to come back in person, and especially for classes where they feel like they're not as strong in that subject, they want to take that class in person.
How about those hybrid classes? Are those looking pretty good for you guys?
They are. Sure. And I think hybrid is it's perfect for the student who wants to be on campus for part of the time, wants to be able to talk to their professor in person, but then can also do the other 24-hour contact hours online and is responsible and will keep up with that work.
Okay, so if you want to sign up for any of these classes, online, hybrid, in person, make sure you do so now because the semester starts a week from today. You want to sign up early, get the classes you want, and make sure you're all set up. Get all that financial aid stuff taken care of before the classes start. Go to hccs.edu/apply. Tomorrow on the show, it's Tasty Tuesday, one of our favorite days, and we'll welcome Silver Whisk Elite, a personal chef to the stars, who has cooked for none other than J.J. Watts. How about that? They'll be on the show tomorrow, and we've also got something else happening later in the week.
That's right. We're going to learn about the Community College Survey of Student Engagement. That's the CESE, administered throughout the country to give faculty and staff insight into how students are experiencing their college. And I have to tell you, we look very closely at this data to help us decide how we're going to move forward with things like registering and scheduling classes and whether or not we're doing a good job.
So we are going to have more on that later in the week. So make sure you tune in for that. All right, Amy, I know you're busy. You're working from campus today. Good to see you as always on Monday.
Thanks for having me.
All right. And thanks for joining us today. We'll see you tomorrow live, 10 a.m. right here for Up to the Minute.